All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to ESPN Fantasy Football. Yes, your host Ron here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you scores and players' fantasy points. How did I do in Week 9? That's a good question because I'm so scared. All my boys played at 4 o'clock. My whole entire team was had the 1 o'clock p.m. status off, and them boys getting geared up at 4:25. How did I do? That's a good question because I'm excited to see how did I do in Week 9. Did I take a win or did I take a loss from Team Clark? Because that was my next opponent, Team Clark. But we're going to find out right now. Let's go. Let's get it. Now, y'all keep in mind the ESPN Fantasy Football League I'm in is Washington Pro H2H. And I love this team. I've been with this team for like about maybe 3-4 years now, and they bring the wood. Yes, and I'll bring it too, baby. So let's go, let's get it. How did I do in Week 9? Because I'm all good to find out. I'm ready and anxious and so nervous to find out. Let's go, let's get it. All right. Oh my gosh, big boy doing his thing, baby. I moved up to 6-3 with the win over Team Clark. I put the spank down on Big Daddy. Yes, I did. As I spanked them 113.18 to 86.92. Now, on my side, so like I said, my boys played at 425. My whole entire team was playing at 425. But on my side, let's go. Let's get it. Jalen Hurts scored me 25.88. Running back DeAndre Swift, 9.4. Chuba Hubbard, 9. No, Chuba Hubbard got me 10.7. Sorry about that, viewers. Wide receiver Devontae Smith, 14.1. Michael Pittman, 14.4. Jake Ferguson, boy, I'm glad I picked Big Daddy up. Oh, yes, I am. As he got me 22.1. Eagles defense struggled. But they held on, which gave me 4 points. Jake Elliott did me 4 points, which gave me a total of 113.18 on Team Clark side. Jordan Love, 13.82. James Conner and Karen Williams were both on the questionable list and they did not play. 0 points for the both of them. Now, if you change that out, it might could have been a ball game. But he chose to go the opposite route and left those two questionable players in the game, which they did not play because I watched the how who's playing and who's not. They set the bench. Amari Cooper, 24.9. Puka Nakua, 6.2. Travis Kelce, 4.4. Stephon Diggs, 22.6. Cowboys defense, 4 points. Nick Folks, 11 points, which given Team Clark 86.92. On the bench, Patrick Mahomes, 15.8. I should have put the Chiefs defense in, but sometimes I'm scared to put them in because when I do put them in, they say they're going to get one thing, and sometimes they get zero. Now, they projected point was supposed to be 4 points, but them boys showed out against them Dolphins. Yes, as they spanked Miami 21-14, and they put them up on the board with 14 points. Gerald Everett did 3.8. Harrison Butker, 3.0. Devon Achane still on injured reserve, but he should be back between week 11 or week 13. I'll keep that posted. When y'all know, I know he'll be in the game as my headliner, but I don't know how he's going to perform. Savon Ahmed, 3.2, and KJ Osborne, 3.7, giving me a total of 43.5. On his side, Jalen Waddle did 8.4. Aaron Jones did 17.9. Terry McLaurin, 12.3. David Montgomery had a bye week. David Njoku, 12.6. Nico Collins, 14.4. And Baker Mayfield, 19.0. Now, this is what interesting here, because his bench scored 84.60. Now, if our headliners was all on bye week and we had to roll the bench, he would have smoked me easily by 40, about 35, 9 point something points, or 40 something points, because he had me beat badly. His bench spanked me 84-60 to 43-50. Now it was different. All I headlined was on bye weeks. Boy, I would have been crying. Cause this here is a damn total shame. So his bench edged my bench, but as we already know, it's not about how your bench play, it's about your headlines up top. And Team Clark fell short playing me, and I spanked him in his backyard. 113.18 to 86.92. Elsewhere in the league, Burp in the lots. Spank him. 157.82 to 118.38. Now, him was going against our headliner, Place at the Table. And he did about 8 to 12 trades. He tried to trade everybody off Tyreek Hill. He would trade them off to a Place at the Table. Why would you do that, him? Why would you want to give the guy who's in first place in the league all your good players? He traded Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon. And these the boys that damn near scored 17.8, Derrick Henry 19.2, and Tyreek Hill still give you double digits. And then he did Ramondre Stevenson. He traded him off to a Place at the Table. Why? But he puts up good numbers. He don't really puts up good numbers. It's just that it's just not his year. So hopefully he'll come join us next year and we do it all over again. But he fell short to Burp in the Lots, 157.82 to 118.38. Place at the Table, Spike, Team Fourth, 113.50 to 85.20. Wow. Where Team Fourth hurting is his running back from Seahawks, Kenneth Walker III, his wide receiver from Baltimore. So yes, if we get any wide receiver from Baltimore, and if I do come in this league again, Washington Pro H2O to the players, please stay away from all Baltimore players. The only best player to get is the guy Lamar Jackson throwing to. Lamar Jackson and his wide receiver, because now the coach woke up for Baltimore Ravens and saw let Lamar Jackson do his own thing. And yes, he's doing it. He's doing it well on the ground and in the air. But here again, Tampa Bay wide receiver, those are receivers you might want to stay away from. Chris Goodwin, 3.6. Buffalo defense just shaggy as they got their ass spiked by Cincinnati. And his kicker did good, which gave him 85-22, but just wasn't enough to beat Place at the Table, 113.50 to 85.22. Now, the only loss that Burp at the Table took was from me. Yes, he did. And I thought I was going to lose because he threatened me. But one thing about me is that I ain't scared nobody, baby. So, yes, with my lead, they bring the wood. You got to go ahead and match it and bring it too. You got to match that wood level. And I matched it and I edged it. So, yes, the only loss that Place at the Table, who set that first with 8-1, was a loss against me. And I edged them by 6 points, 0.6, 0.06. Yes, I did. And it was a damn good game. And I hope, fingers crossed, that I meet Buddy again in the Super Bowl, baby. Team Bennett got spanked by no LA Kings, 112.70 against 76.60. And last, old Big Daddy Polar Green spanked Iowa Corn Watchers, 113.26 to 86.34. Now let's look at our standings to see where we are at in league standings. Just like I mentioned, y'all saw a Place at the Table host at first place. He holding that number one, and he been holding that number one since we started the season. Yes, he is 8-1 with a 99 percentage and winning the playoffs. Old Big Daddy me smoking, baby. I'm in second. Yes, sir. with 6-3, with 49% in winning the playoffs. Now y'all keep in mind, I still got some heavyweight right behind me. And even though I'm in second place right now, doesn't mean a damn thing, because that second place could get dropped dramatically. Yes, it can. So, who's right behind me? Knocking in third place is Iowa Cornwatch with 5 wins and 4 losses. He had 54% winning the Super Bowl. Burp the Lots, 5 wins, 4 losses with 67% in winning the play, making the playoffs and winning the Super Bowl. NOLA Kings, 48% with in fifth with 5 wins, 4 losses. Polar Greens in 6th place with 5 wins and 4 losses. Yeah, these are the ones I mentioned. Iowa Cornwatch, burping the lot. NOLA Kings and Polar Greens are all knocking on my back door, baby. They say, yes, they knocking. They knocking hard. So, and I hope that I got to win to maintain that second, because half of my players are on bye weeks. Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins, which I don't hardly play anybody from Miami. So I'm looking to trade some players out for players to keep my win in focus, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. And in 7th place is Team Bennett with 4 wins, 5 losses. 8th place is Team 4th, 4 wins, 5 losses. Team Clark got spanked by old Big Daddy me, which will knock him in 9th place with 3 wins and 6 losses. And him sitting dead last with 0 wins and 9 losses. Wow. And just like I said, he's just struggling this year. Like, this is not his year. But last year, he was making some noise. So, he was making a lot of noise. Now, let's see who we play in Week 10. In Week 10, Team Clean Skull play Burping a Lot, who's knocking on my door. Him play Place at the Table. Now, I went over the trades with him. Him had traded by like 8 of his top-rated players to Place at the Table. Him, why would you give your best players away to the person who holding number 1? Now, keep in mind, I don't know if he accepted the trade or not, but if he did, why? He don't need him. He's in the first place. He's holding it down. Richie has a 99.9% in winning the Super Bowl, taking it all. Team Clark played Team Bennett. Team 4 played Polar Greens. NOLA Kings play Iowa Cornwatches. Oh yes, baby. And that what does it in Week 10. As we can't wait to face off Sunday, baby. Oh yes. Can't wait to face off. And I'm excited to be in second place. But just like I said, holding that second place don't mean a damn thing. It don't. I can hold it, I can get a win, or I can take a loss. And I'm hoping that I don't take a loss. So, to my home team, to all my viewers, who I love the most, and the support that y'all give me watching the videos that I put up in my fantasy league and my sports page, thank you for watching. If you like the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more NFL news, fantasy football league news, which I will be talking about more in general, who to keep in, who to take out. So yeah, I got to do some little journalism, and I'm working on that. So, but as always, I love y'all. Thank y'all for taking the time out watching, and y'all know how I do. I'm out.